Howdy there, my flat-picking friend. Today we're going to be looking at the great classic fiddle tune, Jenny Lynn. This is one that was kind of brought into the public view by the great Bill Monroe in the tune that he wrote about his uncle Pendleton Vandiver. The tune is called Uncle Pen, and a lot of us are familiar with it. And in that tune, he gives shout-outs to a number of different fiddle tunes, Boston Boy and Jenny Lynn. So Jenny Lynn has kind of become a standard because the band actually plays this as the outro to the song at the end of the tune Uncle Pen. So kind of an interesting history on this tune, and go check out the original recording of it when you get a chance. Not only do they play it at the end of the tune Uncle Pen, but there's actually an album that Monroe recorded called Uncle Pen that features a lot of the fiddle tunes that his Uncle Pen used to play, and there's a full cut of Jenny Lynn on there, so you'll definitely want to check that out. Before we go ahead and dive into the demonstration on Jenny Lynn here, there are a few things that I want to talk about that might help you achieve a little bit more success a little faster when you're learning this one. The first thing that I want to talk about, which you probably already noticed on this tune, is that we have a lot of trill ornamentations that are being played in the melody here. Let me play the first couple bars here just to give you an idea what I'm talking about. So it's kind of notated as a triplet in our tab, but a lot of people would see that as kind of like a fiddle ornamentation, right? And this is something that you should definitely work on in order to achieve a really clear, consistent tone. I call this a hammer-on pull-off because that's exactly what we're doing, right? We're doing a hammer-on from the 2nd fret to the 4th with our index and ring finger, and then a pull-off immediately afterwards back to that 2nd fret. So if your hammer-on isn't strong enough, you're going to kill the tone of that string and not get a good pull-off either. It's going to sound like this, which you didn't get anything, right? And one thing that you want to do too is pull through the string. This is one of the things that I wish that it had been termed something different on the guitar, because a pull-off makes us think that we just strike a string and then pull our finger off. And if it's not done with a lot of pressure, the note doesn't sound very clearly. But check this out. I like to pull through the string, so it's almost like I'm picking the string with my left hand finger. I'm not picking at all right now, and I'm still getting that sound out of it. So that's kind of the pressure that you'll have to use with your left hand fingers. Now, one thing I want to mention, if your calluses aren't very thick on your left hand yet, this is going to be excruciatingly painful to pull through your string like that. So take it easy. And if you're experiencing some pain with that, just be gentle on yourself and know that the more you practice it, the more that callus is going to build and the easier it will become over time. So don't quit just because it hurts a little bit right now, but also don't overdo it, all right? Well, I think that's about it for the tips and tricks on this one. Everything else is pretty standard for this tune. We're using alternate picking, downstrokes on down beats, upstrokes on off beats, and things of that like. So definitely pay attention to what my right hand is doing as you're watching these demonstration videos going forward. And like I said before, don't hesitate to kind of pause, watch the video through once just to kind of analyze either the right or the left hand, and then kind of go back to the beginning and play it over again. That's a really good way to kind of get the tune in your ears first and conceptualize what your hand is going to have to do before you just dive into the fray and try to do it. Also, I don't want to forget to mention the gear icon below has a speed adjustment function that you can use to slow down or speed up this video if you feel like it's not quite at the tempo that you need for your playing right now. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so here's the slow version. All right, my friend, there it is for the slow version. Let's go ahead and ratchet that tempo up so we can get this tune at more of what would be a jam speed. As always, if this is a little too fast for you, don't hesitate to use that gear icon below and adjust the speed of this video to something that's more appropriate for where your playing is at right now. Well, there you have it, my friend. Jenny Lynn, a super classic fiddle tune that's kind of becoming more of a standard in bluegrass circles these days. I hope that you'll take this one to all of your friends and that they'll learn it and we can kind of spread Jenny Lynn out throughout the bluegrass realm again. Thanks so much for watching this lesson on Jenny Lynn today, my friend, and we'll see you in the next video.